All right, this is PMP's third podcast. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm Slim, and we have...
I'm Grape.
And today we came to talk to y'all about, being able to tell who's there for you as far as like the good person and the bad person, because not everybody out there, probably about 70% of the people in the world is not out for your best interest. So, it's good for us as a people to be able to tell, who to trust or who to invest in and who to just stay away. So just to give you an example of that, when I was growing up, I wasn't the toughest guy. I wasn't, as y'all say, hardcore gangster from the start. It took me, from like 1 to probably like 13, maybe even 14 to be like, man, like, now I have to discern people, like read them and see if they got my best interest and not open up to people so fast, you know what I'm saying? Because, people would do you dirty. Probably when I was 7 or 8, I was playing basketball with my friends and, I'm kind and everything. And at this time I was hella kind and, thought everybody was the same way. And long story short, we was playing basketball and the dudes, they like slam dunking over me and I'm getting up, and these two girls, they came to me and was like, look, you're going to have to toughen up. They're like, everybody's not like this. They're like, you're going to have to toughen up. They're like, where you living at? Like, this is Saginaw, Michigan. Like, you're going to have to toughen up. And then that always stuck with me as a little boy. And they was young too. They was probably like 9 and 10. So, they was putting me on game right there, letting me know, like, hey, I know you got a good heart, but boy, the world would take advantage of that. And, so as I got older, I was able to be able to peep, as we said, who's good and who's bad, because you can't open up to everybody, or you can't show everybody love, or you can't, think everybody's kind, or they will run your ass over. And that's a fact. Everybody out here trying to run game. Everybody got a hustle or, a come up they trying to come up on. So, you got to toughen up. Keep your good heart, but you got to toughen up. That's what I did. I toughened up, and I come off as, now being older, the position I am now, I come off as a real tough guy. But then once I see you good, I'm goofy as hell. You know what I'm saying? I laugh, ain't no reason to be hard once the person is proven. But if I don't know you, you gonna think I ain't never laughing my whole life, And that's how you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Just to let people know you not that you demand respect at all times, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, different situations and so it's definitely something we gotta take into account, So you got anything to say on that? Any situations you went through when you was younger or what?
Well, let's see. Well, I know my mom, like, as far as for the toughen up part, because my mom was tough. And for those of y'all who know my mom, she was a tough lady.
Hell yeah.
And I was the type where I was really kind.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought everyone had a good heart like I did. I guess that's what you can call it, a good heart. And she used to tell me, like, I remember me and my sister, I had to take a toy away from her. And she was like, just snatch it from her. What's wrong with you? She was like, whose child are you? Because you're not tough like I am.
Yeah.
I was just like, dang, like, like, gosh. Mm-hmm. But as I grew older and then I started, like, when people start doing stupid stuff or whatever, it kind of just, like, you just get irritated and then you just start... It pushes you to that point where you're just like, F that. Like, I'm going to start being more like, I guess you could say, like, what would you call it?
I would call it on game on stuff.
Yeah, like, I think
more
so
aware.
Too.
Street smart, or how people call it, street smart, or the art of discernment, or, you know what I'm saying?
And, I'm still working on it because I'm still thinking, like, because I'm cool, everyone's going to be cool, but... I'm slowly getting into that phase where it's like, no, not everybody's cool. Especially when they show it on TV. Mm-hmm. Like, remember that one episode on that Santa Clarita diet?
Yeah.
And that older lady, she was all nice, and then she snapped at the girl. Yeah. Remember? I was like, dang, that's how... Like, now from seeing that, I'm like, oh, like... Yeah. I'm like, okay, so even the old ladies, y'all, you can't trust them. I used to be so like, oh, the older folks, and just feeling so vulnerable for them. But even them too can be some assholes. Like, anybody that's out here, anyone could be an asshole. So you just gotta really... And some people you can see.
Like off the rib, huh?
Yeah, you can tell, like, they're not good folks. Like,
Yeah.
I had some cases in my younger years where, like, people would come around and I could tell off the rip, like, no, that's not a good person. You know what I mean? Like, just the way their vibe is. Or you could tell people by the way they do things. Like, if you see one person just talking about other people's business, and it's like, well, how I know you're not telling my business?
Exactly.
And that's how I learned not to trust just anybody, especially with saying, like, stuff that's going on with me. Because if you're over here telling other people's business, what makes me think you're not going to go running around telling my business?
For real.
So I came to that point where I was like, nah. Like, now I know who I could tell things to and who I cannot tell things to.
Yeah.
And it's very rare, like, people that aren't really close to me that won't know a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the people that are close to me will know more, but the ones that aren't, y'all,
Yeah.
I can't be close to y'all.
Yeah. I mean,
Can't say nothing.
that's true.
So, but yeah, it's crazy.
Excuse the background noise. You know, we in the office working, so you know we carrying the business on by doing the podcast as well. But yeah, that's true. You know, that's true what she was saying. Like, you definitely gotta be aware, because you know, if especially in this world, like, it's a lot of wolves out here. You know, so if somebody see you weak, they're like, oh, I'm gonna take advantage of this mug. They'll tell you something, and you, oh, this person's so cool. And behind closed doors, they got a whole nother motive. Sneaky as hell. Yeah, so, you know, I ain't saying to be all mean out here, but, you know, a wise person would tell you, you know, prove all people. Prove everybody that come in your life, family or not, prove them. See how their track record is. Before you call them a friend or a best friend, prove them. See how they act. See what happens, you know, if they, you know, if they're an angry person, if they're always mad and they snapping on everybody. And you got to take that into consideration, too, because if they angry, like, it's only a point of time until they reflect that anger on you. And then either y'all going to get into it or you going to walk around angry and looking at their point of view. So you got to keep positive, like, as they say, positive vibes around you, because, you know, people can influence your
like when they say you are who you hang with.
Exactly. You are who you hang with, you know, so.
It's just pretty wild, huh? I just don't understand how people can be so, like, it's just crazy how people can really be. But, you know, that's the world we live in.
I mean, really I could understand it, because if you look at it,
but it's like, if you're a snake, it's like, why you choose to be like that? You know,
like I was gonna say, is like, people become like that because you don't know what they went through their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they was growing up as a little kid and people was taking advantage of them, and they felt like they had to protect themselves, so they don't trust nobody. So you just another come up on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they're a snake to you, but to them, they just protecting themselves. They don't give a F about nobody out here. Yeah. You feel me? So to protect yourself, you got to be able to read them, you know, chop it up with them, see how they is, and be like, nah, this person they ain't got the best interest out for me. You know what I'm saying? They not putting out that same energy for me as I am for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel that they try to get up on you. And if your instincts tell you, do not override your instincts. You know, think how many people be like, oh, no, I give them the benefit of the doubt, and look where you at now. You feel me? You know, that happened with me too, you know, but now I'm getting wiser, you know, every day as I get older. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover, and that goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it can be somebody looking mean, crazy, like, dang, I can't trust that person, you know what I'm saying? And then you chop it up with them and they actually got a good heart, and you find out A, B, and C, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, you know, different life scenarios and different stuff we've been through. It creates who we are today, you know what I'm saying? And it's up to you to either take your experience and be wiser, or take your experience and just be like, F everybody, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? F everybody. Like all these damn memes. If you don't F with me, I'm not going to F with you. Well, nigga, you ain't text that person.
For real.
Why you expect them to text you?
Well, like, it's okay to hang out with yourself. Like, don't feel like you just have to have somebody there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like so many people are so like, oh, you know what? F it. It's just me and myself. Da, da, da. Okay. It's all right.
For real.
It's okay if it's just you and yourself. Sometimes you need a little alone time to reflect on your own self and heal wounds from your past. Like,
for real.
Whatever wounds you have, just heal from it. Figure out what you need to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just pretty wild. Like, I get, when some people, like especially, I know the most comes from, like, family members. Mm-hmm. When they dog you out or whatever. You're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to be myself. Like, that's cool. Just stay your distance or whatever. You don't have to always be, like, right there by the talk, like the negativity and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, if like your family members, or we say, for instance, you got a family member that's always asking for stuff, but they never give in. They always asking. You already know how to deal with that person. So as a daughter, wherever age you are, you got to be like, okay, this person always asks for something. So I'm not going to give them the opportunity to ask. I'm just going to set this up. When they ask me, I'm going to tell them nope. And that's it, And if they get mad at me, I'm going to tell them the honest truth. Well, every time I come around you asking for something. So you never check on me or nothing like that. So I'm not giving you anything. You always
ask them for stuff.
Hey, you could do that. Let me have something first. Well, what you got that I can have?
You always take it from me. Let me see.
Exactly. And I'm trying to tell you, your family can be your worst, any worse than the people that's not even your kin. And they get away with it because, it's family, I have to leave. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's family, so we have to... Nah, fam. Like, that's what stresses a lot of people out, too. Like, I don't like this person, but it's family, so I just gotta put up with it. Hell nah. If you want to not put up with it, don't put up with it. And sometimes you do have to snap on people.
Exactly. Well, you have to snap on people.
You do. You have to let them know, like, hey, back the hell up.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with you.
You let them know you got a backbone. You ain't got to cuss them out, but hey, come on now. Don't,
Like, you tripping.
You tripping. Get yourself together. Don't come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you always want to keep... peace. You don't want to be out here fighting all the time. So you got to watch how you talk to people as well. Yeah, you can't all of that.
You got to freaking fight at the family reunion.
Yeah, for real. So you can let people know what's up, but let them know in a respectful way too, because for real. But if it do have to come to that point where, y'all you might have to, throw some blows, make it where you trying everything before it get to that point, because we living in a crazy world right now. You get in a fight, if you not white or Chinese or if you black, Mexican, almost Native American too, if you any of the races, you get in a fight, you almost 9 times out of 10 guaranteed to get shot. They gonna pull up and shoot you, as we can see in the news. So you got to be smart out here. You can't be all turned. You can't be hella turned. I'll buy anybody on site. On site, yeah, you might beat that person's ass, but when the police come, he gonna rock your ass to sleep. And you know what I mean by rock your ass to sleep, because you ain't gonna wake up. So, you gotta be, we gotta be wise out here, man, because it's a crazy world, man, and everybody's taking advantage. Like, think about how many people alone just are in America, and everybody that's trying to get money. You feel me? Everybody's trying to trace that damn dollar. So you can either be an asset to them, or another come up, you know what I'm saying? And you got to look at life like that as well. Anybody that comes in your life, you got to say, hey, how can they benefit me? How can I benefit them? What do they bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? Not like what's her name? Meg Thee Stallion. Oh, this nigga, give me head and give me bread. Nah, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about an individual that's actually, working towards something, and you meet somebody and say you meet a friend, you like, hey, you got your own shoe company, right? You got your legit shoes and everything. You meet somebody and they do, let's say they do graphic design, you know what I'm saying? Y'all cool, y'all chopping it up. Oh, yeah, shoot, let's do a collab. I got my shoes. You go ahead, collab on the shoes. I give you the shoes at a discounted price, or I give you free shoes. You know, that's how you supposed to do. And that's how you go to the next level. That's how you get power. Because now you do shoes. Now you got to connect or somebody that do graphic design. Then that person connects to you because he knows somebody that knows how to put the protecting on the shoes to make sure the stuff go on there. So now you got two levels. Now somebody coming to you, you got stuff to offer them if they got stuff to offer you. And that's how you build and have your connects. Don't just be nobody that's just trying to ride on somebody's wave just to take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, you got to remember, like, if you ain't started, why you there? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't started, you got to be attributing to what somebody else doing. You feel me? So. Yeah. Even with this business too, like, you know, we started our business, but you know, we branch out to our friends, you know, for them to, you know, we support all of our friends, you know, that's doing something. We support them, you know, we make merchandise for them. Sometimes we even throw people stuff for free for their businesses, you know, just to let them know, you know, we ain't no selfish people, and we ain't it's just us and us only, you know, because we ain't gonna never grow as no business like that. You don't do that, you know what I'm saying? So. You know, and in this business, you know, we got a lot of connections now. Not nearly as much as we gonna get, but we got a few connections now. If we need to reach out to have videos made or do certain type of recordings or, you know, this or that, you know, we got people, you know, that from this business, you know, we branched off to. They have our best interests in mind, and we have their best interests in mind. We can build off each other, you know. So they bring something to the table, we bring something to the table, you know what I'm saying? So don't, and like she said, you are who you hang around, man. Like, you hang around a bum-ass person, you're going to be a bum. What you looking like, you got all the money, and then you come and hang around 3, 4, 5 bums that ain't doing nothing. Who? They going to leech off of you, and then you going to become a bum. Dang, bro, you either going to dip or you going to be a bum. Somebody that ain't doing nothing or got nothing working for themselves, stay the hell from around them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Family like that too. You know, you ain't gotta pop up on them all the time, but stay the hell from around them. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they gonna be asking you for something. It's different if they asking and you see them working and they got a goal. Like, man, I just need this. Then you can help them out. That's up to you to determine that. I'm not saying, you know, because all people don't have that opportunity. Sometimes you need to help people to get them to where they need to go, and then they will bless you tenfold once they get on top. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you to determine that. But I'm talking about the people that ain't doing nothing, the people out here that's trying to gang bang, the people out here that just, and they ain't up to nothing, man. They ready to get all they got that day. They ready to scrap. You know, they ain't got nothing working for, so they ready to fight anybody, be on Facebook 5, 6, 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Doing some crazy stuff online, and then they pop up. Now they want to start a fight with you. You got a good ass job. You got a nice car, nice house. You got kids. You got some dogs. You know what I'm saying? You got money saved, and now you getting into with one of them persons, and now all your stuff get took away, and they ain't have nothing from the get-go. They was staying at their mama house, so they just gonna go to jail, get out, and go right back to their mama house. You lost everything. So you gotta watch out, man. You gotta be smart.
Yeah, the ones that are not scared to lose everything, those be the ones like, whoa.
For real,
stay away from them.
You gotta stay away from them people, man, because they gonna put you in a hole, and they ain't even in the hole because they ain't got none. You got too much to lose, you know, messing with people like that. So, you know, that's why it's important for us to be able to tell who got our best interests and who doesn't. And exactly. I think, this is my personal opinion, I think them type of people, they have like an illusion to them. Like, they put an illusion to themselves where even people that got their stuff together, they will go to them type of people because they like, oh, this person's so hood, I'm going to hang with them. And then they get taken advantage of, or they end up losing their morals or, you know, whatnot, just to try to impress that person. And that person don't have a damn thing. And you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the person do them dirty. Now you mad. Then they got you for everything you got. Now they on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So stand in your square, you know, keep your backbone. And if you feel, oh, I don't want to hurt this person's feeling, you You know, you ain't one of the people that's gonna sell in life, because you gonna have everybody ain't gonna like you. You gotta sell. You gotta excel in life. You know what I'm saying?
That I came to a conclusion with. Like, not everyone's gonna like you, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You don't have to be liked by everybody.
Mm-hmm. Because if you don't like me,
I don't like you either. Shoot.
Exactly. For real though.
Like, okay,
if you don't like me, okay, cool. Like, don't like me over there. Don't be all in my personal space. Don't come around me trying to, if you don't like me, stay over there. That's cool. I respect you don't like me, but don't be all up in my face trying to,
Yeah, exactly. Just still keep it respectful.
Yeah.
Don't be disrespecting and nothing like that.
Keep your peace. Don't say nothing and let somebody. And we too. We gotta learn how to. And I gotta learn this too. Learn how to respond to actions, not words, like problem saying. So many great people, because some people could say something and you be like, yo, I would lay this nigga down right now. But at the end of the day, it's words, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to have some type of effect on you, but, man, you got to control your emotions and be like, man.
They can be the ones calling the cops.
Exactly, man, that's true. They say something,
yeah,
and they be like, well, what did you do? Well, they said this about me, so I'll knock their ass out. The police going to be like, well, you knock their ass out. Get your black ass or get your Mexican ass in this car. That's a charge. And they said something to start the whole thing, but you put physical confrontation behind it. Now you getting locked up.
And it always be the ones that be talking a lot too, like, and they don't. Oh, let me just call the cops so they can handle it. Then why start it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, some people just like the drama.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I got into it with some people, man, and they started it, and I'm like, damn, okay, I got to take this to the next level, and I do not condone violence, I got to take this to the next level, and then, I'm going to call the police if you do. I'm like, hold on. You was just big gangster out here, and now you got 911 on your speed dial. Like, you about to call the police on me. So I got up out of there, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hell no. You a fake gangster. You ain't you gonna get me caught up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just man, it's just amazing. The mindset of people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's really amazing.
But if you demand respect, other people gonna know that, and they gonna read your vibe like, yeah, this person, I probably shouldn't do that too. They got self-respect for themselves. You don't respect yourself, people gonna run all over your ass, and you gonna be so mad while they running over you, you ain't gonna understand. And then you gonna sit at home, oh, this person did this and they did that to me. When it's your problem, you need to respect yourself first, and people gonna see that, and they gonna respect you, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it's just, it's crazy. But before we leave or, in the podcast, you want to say a couple, 2, 3, anything you want to promote or anything you want to add?
Just make sure you guys check out the website, check out the Instagram, Facebook as well. We're getting close to our followers goal, so go ahead and invite others to like the page. A share is free. Mm-hmm. An invite's free, all that stuff. Help promote us so we can make it out there, y'all. We're trying to put jobs out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so. Oh, man, we do have a new line of PMP shirts. They are fired.
Those will drop.
Yeah, they're going to drop pretty soon, but we got some fire for y'all. Like, we got some stuff where if you one of the people that got a lot of shoes and different color coordinations, you going to be able to rock these shoes, you know what I'm saying? Rock your shoes with these shirts. They icy, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be like we really trying to push the PMP brand so people, we can get our name out there as far, dang, who shirted out PMP? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got some straight heat for your ass, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and all our social medias, if you new, you know what I'm saying, is PimpMyPhitts. It's all at PimpMyPhitts. Snapchat, PimpMyPhitts. Facebook, PimpMyPhitts. Instagram, PimpMyPhitts. YouTube, PimpMyPhitts. And then we actually have a website as well. It's PimpMyPhitts.com. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and everybody have a blessed day, and peace.